I'd like to welcome everybody here today. My name's Rob Heineman. I'm the CEO of Sporting Club, and I guess I'd like to be the very first to welcome all of you to LIVESTRONG Sporting Park. So what we're here to announce today is a partnership that we're really excited about. It's a multi-year agreement between Sporting Club and LIVESTRONG with a goal to raise between $8 and $10 million for the fight against cancer. We like that. The part of this partnership that is really unique is that everybody's going to be a part of it. So a portion of all stadium revenues, whether it's a ticket to a match, whether it's a box of popcorn, whether it's you're buying a jersey, a shirt online, whatever it is, a portion of those proceeds will go to the fight against cancer. So all of us will be a part of that, and we think that's something that's a very unique and special attribute to what we're doing. And it also kind of follows some of the promises that we made when we made kind of the controversial decision of changing our name from Kansas City Wizards to Sporting Kansas City. And as part of that announcement, we said, hey, we want to be part of bringing big opportunities to Kansas City. And frankly, I don't know how we could do anything better than partnering with an organization that is doing such wonderful work, has such a huge presence, not only obviously in the United States, but worldwide. So for us today, this is a really special opportunity. I think some of the things that we're really excited about are things that we haven't even talked about yet, on what we could do out at the stadium around sporting events, around concerts, around all sorts of different events. So I think just the opportunities that lie ahead are really exciting to all of us.
We're adding another significant, if I may, Lance, borrow a term from cycling, spoke to the wheel, with our close association, new partnership that has emerged with the Lance Armstrong Foundation, with Lance, with Doug, with the team, to set what I think is going to be a brand new standard for how professional sports engages worthwhile causes. I think we all see the stadium naming arrangements around the country, Invesco, Quest, Wells Fargo, whatever it is. But I think this one is going to be, it is unique, I will tell you that, but I think it's going to grow into being something that's recognized, not only for its uniqueness, but that it sets a new standard for the way that professional sports and the way sports fans engage with what's really important in our community. So it's with that I too want to salute these guys and what they've done with Lance's Foundation and the work that they do every year. And I think we all can look forward to not only a really, really impressive facility hosting really, really good soccer matches, but I think you're going to be very impressed with the way that LIVESTRONG contributes to the Kansas City region.
For me personally, this is so significant for two reasons. Personally, I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 19 and I was a college soccer player. So to be able to, many years later, be involved with incredible people and use the sport of soccer to create massive social change is incredibly appealing and exciting, and we're just thrilled about the future of this relationship. Professionally, cancer, as many in this audience know, is the #1 cause of death around the world. 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women will be diagnosed in their lifetime. And if we keep attacking and addressing this disease in the old way, we're not going to make the progress that needs to be made. So this partnership allows us to use sport, something that historically has always brought people together around a common bond and a common passion. And how can we leverage that passion and that force for the betterment of society? And so LIVESTRONG Sporting Park is going to do just that. It's the first of its kind partnership with an athletic venue that's core mission is social change. And for us, it's just humbling to be a small part of it. I often talk about the difference between a community and a crowd. It's something I learned when I was young. And the difference is quite simple. In a crowd, people push and they shove and they elbow and they try to get ahead of one another. And in a community, people look around and they realize that at the end of the day, no one actually will move forward unless we all move forward together. So I'm here to tell you that LIVESTRONG Sporting Park will not have a crowd. it will build a tremendously powerful community of people who care about changing the world for 28 million people who are affected by this disease. So we're thrilled and honored to be here. We can't say enough good things about this community, and I think this is really just the beginning.
So when this all came up, and he said, we have this deal to do maybe put our name on a soccer stadium. I said, man, I mean, that's like me calling and saying, let's put our name on a bike team, because I just thought immediately, this is a Doug thing. This is, because we're always, I always give him a little grief about soccer, that sport where, they fall down and roll around and act like their knees hurt, and he hates those things.
The world's game. The world's game.
The biggest sport in the world, he says, you mean? And so when he first called, I thought it was, I didn't think it was a joke, but it's clearly landing here today and seeing the infrastructure and seeing this facility, it's clearly not a joke. We now have, because of the success of the yellow wristband, before the wristband, nobody knew or understood what LiveStrong was or what it meant. What it was and what it meant is that we went around the world and interviewed thousands of cancer survivors, and we asked them to tell us their story. Tell us about your struggle. Tell us about what you've dealt with, what you're thinking. And we listened to these stories, thousands of them, and at the end of it all, we came up with this idea that these people understand what it means to live strong. And it became the name. It went on the band, and it became the brand, and is now going to be on the outside of this stadium. And that's really brings it full circle. And as Doug said, an amazing opportunity for this community to be involved in something. And there's a lot of interesting things about this initiative that are very cool for us as cancer survivors. To have a completely tobacco-free setting is something that is, I think, and maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think is the first time that that's ever been done inside and out of the stadium. The technology in this stadium, these guys have assured us that the team is going to be excellent. And
they won't fake injuries either. No faking injuries.
Did I say that? Yeah. That's what Doug does. Yeah. These guys won't do that. But anyhow, we're all just so excited. And on behalf of Doug, myself, the 85 people that work down in Austin, Doug said the perfect word here was partnership. And so we're excited not only just to be here, but we're more excited to be your partners and to make sure that ultimately in our lifetimes, our kids or our grandkids don't have to deal with this disease that as Doug mentioned, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women. The goal is to certainly erase it. If we can't erase it, then we start to cut down on that, and ultimately we will win the battle against cancer. So thank you all for being here.